What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we are on day 3 of this OBS truck build. We got the QA1 suspension all getting laid out, making sure everything's here. Let's see what we got. This is the brand new QA1 front and rear coilover suspension. It deletes the leaf springs and all the front A-arms, the shock over spring design, everything. It's a really nice kit. We'll see how it is. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to let you know whenever I post a new video. All right, so here is the kit. Comes in a few different boxes here. It looks like this is a lot of the rear stuff. As you can see, it replaces the rear cover and gives the truck like a torque arm style suspension, a lot like a F-body. You know, it's gonna have a torque arm and a panhard rod. It's got different shock mounts on it. Everything's crazily adjustable. I mean, all the different points you can put the shocks at, the torque arm.
Mounts.
Yeah, those are the shock mounts there. You can see where all the different adjustabilities are with the shock mounts.
Panhard adjustment.
Yep, so that's going to go where the C-notch is on the current frame. So we'll have to take that old Beltec one off, obviously re-drill some new holes, and get that new mount on the frame. Got a lot of different joints here.
These are the front arms.
Oh, those are the front
forward arms.
Front forward arms, yeah. So it's got lower control arms like a F-body style suspension. It's going to be a real nice kit. This will be good for drag racing and for the street. A little bit more drag racing friendly suspension versus the Ride Tech kit that just came out. That's why we went with this kit for this truck. Because we will be doing some racing, race week and stuff with this truck when it's all finished up. Got the rear end housing off, ready to get cleaned up, sandblasted. We do have to cut the shock mounts off of it, so we'll do that before we powder coat it and all that good stuff. Frame's pretty much stripped down to nothing in the back. Still got to do the front. We have all the shocks over here. Here is the A-arms for the front, real nice tubular A-arms. It comes with the spanner wrenches to adjust the shocks. The shocks are obviously in the boxes still. We got to put those together. So a lot of parts that come with this kit. I think Steve was looking, there's a bar that we're trying to find. We can't find it anywhere in the kit. So we're going to have to go through and see if we can find it. If not, I'm going to have to give QA1 a call. And there's the shocks there. We got some double adjustables. Coilovers, front and rear. So got some pretty nice shocks.
Springs are good.
There's all the old stuff there.
If anyone needs a Beltec kit.
Hey Steve, we sold the engine.
She's going away.
Yeah, the guy's supposed to come pick it up here in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a shop like right around here, he said. Engine and trans. Did the combo deal.
Take them both.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah, silver
Rear
springs.
spring.
Oh, that's a rear spring.
Yep.
Cool.
Rears, I think, yeah, this front one's already open.
So we do have to cut this bracket off. This bracket's got to be cut off. This one's got to be cut off.
Yep.
So basically, it's going to be a bare frame back here, and QA1 gives you all the templates and everything on how to do it. We're not going to do a crazy how-to video on this suspension because there's already a few more on YouTube. Not as cool as ours, but you know, this is a really neat suspension. We will have a lot of it, how we put it together, so enjoy. But we are just kind of getting everything kind of mapped out, seeing how everything's going to go.
Yeah, these are cool. They made these brackets to where you could do it with the bed on if you can't take your bed off.
That's awesome.
Kind of loop from the bottom.
Oh, okay. So you can do this whole kit with the bed on.
That's what they said.
Man.
Yeah, call it a bolt-on kit.
It would almost be easier just to remove the bed. It only took us, what, 20 minutes to take the bed off?
This one would probably be really hard with the bed on because you have
to
cut
kidding.
this or torch, whatever.
Yeah, so basically what we're saying is if you can take the bed off, just take the bed off.
Yeah, it's easy.
With the QA1 kit. I have been doing some research, and I did find a rack and pinion steering that they make for these. And then they also make a brace that goes right here that basically ties in the transmission cross member and stiffens up the whole middle of the frame.
Nice.
So we're probably gonna
extra strength is good.
End up doing that. But yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
I just need to find that bar. Hopefully we didn't get shorted.
Yeah, well, if he did, we'll give QA1 a call. We were actually missing some parts in this kit. There's a lot of parts in this kit from QA1, so it's definitely understandable how there could be a missing part, and it's not that big. So I called QA1, talked to one of the guys out there, super nice, and they got me fixed up with everything that was missing, and he's going to get shipped out today for us. I also had some other questions for him that he answered awesome. One of them was, we need the rear sway bar kit, front sway bar kit, so we're going to get a rear sway bar kit coming for the truck as well. And I also asked him a question on the spindles. You can use factory spindles or a drop spindle. Both of those spindles will work. He said the drop spindles might be a little bit overkill, but they'll work. So we'll probably just take these spindles off this truck, have them sandblasted with the frame, repowder coated so they're all nice and new looking, and do this on the suspension. So props to QA1 for taking care of us on the missing parts. It happens, but some companies are a little weird with it. They weren't at all. They're getting our stuff sent out to us right before Christmas, so props to them. Okay, so Steven, we have all the parts here or coming.
Yep.
So we're good there, and
So we'll have to strip
we need to get the brackets stripped off.
Yep, we'll have to take this off and re-drill for the new C-notch.
Yes, sir.
Because they tie in the shock mounting on those. And then basically all the leaf spring mounts we have to take off.
Yeah, I say we just cut them all off, make it look nice. So I'm going to go inside in the office right now, and I'm going to give Elevated Concepts a call and see how quick we can get one of the rack and pinion kits for the front, if we even can. If not, we're going to have to get something figured out on the front steering on this truck because we got to get it done. We can't really wait 4 to 6 weeks for a rack and pinion kit. And then also ask them about their transmission mount. They also make a solid engine mounts that bolt to the frame up there and chassis stiffener. So we'll give them a call, see what they have for us. We'll go from there.
That hole right there.
Man, that's gonna stiffen up the frame right there.
Yeah.
May not even need that other stuff.
May
I
not
don't even think
template.
I don't even think it would work.
Yeah, I would see where it goes.
Yeah, well, it goes. In the pictures, it looks like it's like crazy. It's got the trans built into it. It's got the trans deal built into it. It looks like it's got a couple bars that go across here, so it would definitely interfere with that.
Yeah.
But I think, man, that's
This
gonna.
has like a drop link, and then the other link goes to like right here.
Yeah. Shoot, I think it might be all right without that deal. His transmission cross member is nice, though. You can buy just the cross member. It's tubular and it's got nice deal for the mounts there. Steven just took off the old original Beltec C-notch brackets off of the frame here, and look, it's still got. That's how new the frame was whenever that kit went on. Look how new that is. So this kit was put on when this truck was basically brand new, we're thinking. What do you think, Steve? You think it was put on when it was brand new?
It was pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
The undercoating still looks new.
How's our template with the already cut in there?
I think it goes off of that one center hole. So
Yeah.
I think we'll be good.
Cool.
It's already cut.
Awesome.
We'll just lay them on there and make sure they're centered, because I lined them up. This is already bigger than what we needed.
Okay. Basically what Steven's doing there is he just had to cut off the old shock mount brackets on this diff, and then he's got one more to go right here, and then this thing will be ready to go, won't it?
Yeah.
After that.
Got the holes drilled for the bounce.
Yeah.
Drill out the leaf spring.
Had to drill out those because there's 2 new brackets that go there, and then there's another bracket that goes on top of that for the new coilover shocks.
Yeah, they'll both mount on the back side.
Yep. Nice.
Okay.
We got Nemo here. I know I told you we missed the dyno appointment, and I'll show you exactly why. I took the front bumper back off. This is basically what's happened. When we first started this was all silicone, all the way into the throttle body. Well, we had the pipe collapsing basically right when you tip in the throttle and the motor wants to start seeing a lot of air come into it, the motor's demanding so much air that it's sucking this tube shut. So basically what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to hard pipe it all the way through. We hard piped it up there, thought that was gonna fix it, and then now it's sucking closed here. Well, this part's already pinched because it has to clearance for the headlight that goes right here. So this cooler here, there was a cooler right here from the factory. We weren't even using it. We just kind of set it there so that way it all looked complete. So what we're either gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take this pipe, go underneath this, and then come right out here and then go straight in. Or what we can do is we can cut into this, half moon it, box it back in, this frame part right here, and then push the pipe in closer, you know, do a real tight 90 right off this and aluminum, and then aluminum all the way up through. So we're gonna try to do that, and hopefully that gets us going. I think that's gonna be fixing everything on Nemo. I think that was a last little bug to at least get on the dyno and see if we find any more, but it's a pretty solid combo. We're very knowledgeable with these types of combos, so I think we're pretty close to getting this thing and seeing a lot of horsepower. Okay, we got the axle all done, got the brackets cut off and smoothed. This thing's ready to go to our powder coater right now, so we'll take that. Went ahead and put the cover on there so that way it doesn't get anything inside the diff there, and then we'll have to close the ends up, which our powder coater will do all that for us. These are the new C-notch parts from the QA1 kit. We're kind of mocking those up. He's going to get the holes drilled, and then we're going to start cutting the factory brackets off the frame.
It kind of worked out nice. Like the old one was a little bigger, so we might lose a hole. But
yeah,
one hole on each side lined up, and they're in the exact same
Oh,
spot.
perfect. So, yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, like I measured to hold a hole on each side, and
yeah,
it's pretty spot on.
Nice.
So I think that's where they're going to go, is drill the holes and
get all lined up.
Get her powder coated up.
Yeah. Dad, what do you think about this truck?
It'll be all right.
It'll be all right?
It'll be fine.
Do you remember when you used to have one of these?
Years and years ago.
Yeah. I remember on one of your trucks.
You remember all the trucks I have, and I don't even remember.
I remember one of the trucks you had one of them phones in it. Remember that?
That was a 90. That was a 90.
The old console phone.
When they first brought out the mobile phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Civic with a bag phone in it.
I remember, I'm like, who the hell's calling you while you're driving? Why would you need to talk to someone while you're driving somewhere? Yeah. And then now it's like cell phones are everywhere. That's what I'm filming on right here.
You always had the antenna on the back window.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little pigtail.
Had the
pigtail antenna.
Yeah. Antenna on the back window.
I remember people used to put the antenna on their window to make it look like they had a phone in their car.
I remember that too.
Yeah, they did. They did.
That couldn't have been cheap.
No, those antennas, though, they were cheap. Yeah. That's why people used to just put them on their window.
Yeah, you could buy them. They just.
Oh, yeah. It was through Motorola, wasn't it?
Them on.
Yeah.
But I had a motor.
All right, Steven.
Yeah.
We'll let you get back at it here.
Get these mounts off.
Doing a great job.
It's going to be a clean slate when I'm done.
Yes, sir. All right, so I got Nemo over here. I've been working on this while Steven's been over there on the truck. I think we'll be good. So I put this basically goes in a 3-inch pipe, which is the same size as the intercooler outlet there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a sharp 90, which is, you see it right there, tapers them to a 3.5 right there. And it actually fits through here. It's snug, but it fits. And we're probably going to cut the pipe right there. And then we're going to see if we can get away with using this really sharp silicone 90 and have that going right into here. I think the problem that we run into there is just too much silicone. So I think if we do a really sharp 90 right there, I don't see it sucking close because I don't see how it could, honestly. So we're going to have pipes all the way to here and basically all the way there. That's a really small space for that silicone to be able to shrink. So I think we'll be good. We're going to go ahead and cut that pipe right now and cut this and see if everything fits. If it does, Nemo should be good to go. Okay, so I successfully got pipe going. We don't have any more closure, so that little bend right there will work. We do have to do a little bit of massaging for the headlight though. This pipe, guys, I'm just basically trying to get this cartoon. This pipe may not work in the long run. We may have to do a whole nother routing of the pipe, but for right now, this will at least let us get the cartoon and make sure everything's good on the dyno. Then we can work on making everything fit after that. Our main concern is just getting it tuned to make sure this thing can make power and we're not having to redo a bunch of stuff after we've already spent all this time getting everything to fit. So yes, good news is it works. It builds boost. Everything's good on that part. So a little bit of my own engineering there got it going. It actually doesn't look too bad. We basically, obviously once we know this works, we'll get this pipe powder coated black to kind of match the rest of the engine base. So we also have another bellow right there for the throttle body that looks a little nicer. As you remember, a couple videos ago, we actually cut the original silicone tube just to get a bellow to work for now, but we got ourselves a brand new one that's actually for it. And we also fixed all that clamp caboggle we had going on over here with just a nice little reducer. So everything's working good though. So Nemo, hopefully get tuned here pretty quick. Okay, so we're beginning day 4 of the OBS build. This is the 4th day we've been working on the truck, and we are working on drilling all the holes for the QA1 C-notch frame insert that goes in. That also has all the brackets for the lower control arms and the panhard bar and all that good stuff. So we'll go see what we got going on right now. Just drilling some holes, nothing crazy. Just making sure the suspension fits before we have this frame nicely powder coated and all that good stuff. As you can see, Steven's got a bunch of holes here he has to drill out.
Some additional ones.
Some additional ones, yeah. This truck already had a bracket on it, so we're having to re-drill all the holes that line up with the QA1 bracket. And it'll be good once we get all that on there. And I did get a hold of the Elevated Concepts guys. They did have a steering kit that was almost done that they were making for stock. And luckily, called them at the right time. So they're going to have us a rack and pinion kit, hopefully sometime next week. So we're going to do the full rack and pinion. And then we're also doing the solid Elevated Concepts mounts. And then he's also got a transmission brace for the frame that also holds the transmission, so that'll brace the frame up really nicely. And then addition to the QA1 brace, this frame's going to be real nice and braced, and no worries of flex there in the middle of the frame because it's all going to be welded on each side. It'll look really nice. Basically just got upper lower arms, the shocks, sway bar, and the steering to remove. Steering will not be going back on the truck. It's going to be Dunzo. We got that rack and pinion coming from Elevated Concepts. And all this other suspension is getting replaced. So I'm not going to have any of it anymore.
Let's see if this will come out chunk.
Look at that, all one piece. We found ourselves a nest of some sort inside there. We're actually going to be doing the QA1 Stage 2 front end, which is using the factory shock mounts on the top, so we're not going to have to cut this all out. And then it uses the same shock mount that it uses right now. So that's the kit that we're using on the front. Front end is officially completely stripped down. Pretty much every single thing is off this frame except the transmission cross member. Getting ready to pop that off right now. Okay, we're gonna end with this would be like maybe half a day 4. With the frame completely ready to go to powder coat. We got all the holes pre-drilled for all the QA1 kit. So when we get it back from powder coat, we can just start assembling. All the hard work has been done as far as everything getting lined up. Hopefully sometime late next week we'll have all the bracing and stuff from Elevated Concepts. That way we can get it all on before the frame gets powder coated, because there is going to be some welding involved through here. C-notch plates back on, just so when we're transporting it, the frame doesn't flex, because without those on there, there's not a lot of metal back here with nothing bolted on. So may bounce around or something in the trailer or carrying it. We don't want to tweak it at any point. So we just kind of put a couple bolts in there just for transporting purposes. So this weekend, our guy that actually powder coats all of our stuff, Chris, he has access to a sandblaster, and we're going to sandblast this thing Saturday or Sunday. He's supposed to let me know. So we'll actually get video of it being sandblasted and all that good stuff. So that'd be pretty cool. I've never actually, you know, sandblasted a frame before in my life. So that'll be a new thing for us. And we'll get it back next week, get it powder coated, and I'll be at Cletus's house from Wednesday through Saturday for New Year's. And so it'll be a few days of just nothing going on there because we're out in Florida. But once we get back, it is game time on the truck. We should have everything to basically finish this build, and we're going to be working on it until it's pretty much finished and ready to go. That's it, guys. You know the deal. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. And have a Merry freaking Christmas. See ya.